Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're here with another Stargate SG-1. This is Season 1, Episode 14. I believe it's called Singularity. Um, the last episode we sort of had Hathor. She escaped, so assumably we're going to see her again at some point. Um, it wasn't the best episode, but it really, really did develop, I think, Carter and Fraser's character. Um, yeah. So this should be uploaded on Friday to Patreon. It is part of the 8 episode release on Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, Patreon will probably be about 11 plus episodes ahead, probably into early season 2. So, without any further ado, let's just get straight on into this.
So, what exactly are we going to see after this eclipse begins? I mean, it is black and it is a hole.
Well, it might be a black hole.
Okay, let me put that a different way.
No, Daniel, you're right. You can't actually see it. Not the singularity itself. It's so massive, not even light can escape it. But during the totality phase of the eclipse, we should be able to see matter spiraling towards it.
The accretion
Actually,
disk.
it's called the accretion disk.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I guess it's easy to understand why the local population would be afraid of something like it. What did you just say?
Oh, shit.
It's just an astronomical term.
You didn't think the colonel had a telescope on his roof just to look at the neighbors, did you?
Not initially.
Old base now.
Someone from SG-7 should have been here to greet us.
They should be prepping the telescope for the big show.
No. No, it's okay. You can come out. Look, I know I must look pretty scary in this mask, but I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay. Colonel, someone in the bushes and they won't come out.
Show him your face.
Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. Can you hear me? Very brave. Can I take this mask off?
I think it'll be okay. Looks like we're dealing with a bacteria infection. Just don't get too close.
Bacterial infection.
There. That's better, huh? You feel like telling me your name now? That's okay.
I'm not sure if anyone knows, but is a bacterial infection different from a virus?
Samantha Carter. But you can call me Sam. Oh, no, honey. You're not gonna die. Why don't you just lay down and rest for a while, okay?
Did a brilliant job with it. Have they mentioned how the wormhole actually stays open? Because a natural wormhole would collapse as soon as something entered it, but have they explained how it prevents it from collapsing? I don't think they have.
It's okay. It's okay. Wasn't so bad, was it?
I mean, cures often take a long time to find.
It's me, okay?
It can take months, even years to find a cure, not just a few weeks.
I have no idea what to say or do. Her latest blood work shows a marked potassium deficiency. I have no idea what is causing it or how it could have gotten.
The crash cart.
Clear!
Put up the patches. Clear.
Let me in.
Check the monitor. Check the monitor.
I want you to notify the ICU. I want her potassium levels rechecked stat.
Get on. Check the monitor. Ready. The crash cart.
Clear!
Put up the patches. Clear.
Let me in.
Check the monitor. Check the monitor.
I want you to notify the ICU. I want. Whatever this object is, it has the ability to stop her heart in an instant.
Can you remove it?
Doesn't look like it, not without killing her. Now, Dr. Warner managed to get us some samples. I'm hoping the results of the analysis will tell us more about what this object is.
Thank you, Doctor.
Mom?
Hey. You okay?
I was dreaming about my mom.
I miss your mom very much.
It's a setup. It has to be. The Goulds wiped out every last living person on that planet except Cassandra. And then they made us think that it was our fault because they knew we wouldn't leave her there. They knew we would bring her back here. And they used their technology to put that thing inside of her.
It's like they designed a way for us to help them create the device after she came through the
I like
so we wouldn't detect
this.
it until it was too late.
We gave her iron supplements.
Like
They even
the
turned
kid
device on
in
to
the
charge
Knox.
electricity when we resuscitated her.
Saying it's meant to destroy us.
I like when a bad guy has no... The consequences are what's hard. But yeah, I really like the way when it goes, assuming that is a blue star, when it goes off, the gamma burst could completely destroy this that planet.
What?
Chevron 60. What the hell?
Close the arcs.
No need, sir. We're getting an SG-1 remote signal.
Abandoned nuclear facility.
Right.
Where are we going? Sam?
Jeez. What's going on?
Jack, she's going back down.
It'll be interesting to see how
I love you.
how she lives.
We could have been wrong about the time.
Teal'c's like, what the hell are you doing?
Get a little heavy for this.
And I really enjoy seeing Teal'c in
Sandra.
casual.
Hey, there he is.
What's that?
We have a rule here on Earth.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dr. Fraser wants to keep her for herself. As long as Cassandra's happy.
Okay, so we might be seeing more of her.
Yeah, I wasn't completely at ease until I knew that the object was shrinking and being reabsorbed into her system. Hey!
At any of those in Toronto. They look like fun.
They are.
There's Vancouver's on the west side. Okay, so that was Stargate SG-1, Season 1, Episode 14, Singularity. An average episode, I think I'll give it a 7. Again, like last episode, average, not too deep if you like, but it did really, again, showcase, I think, Samantha Carter. I think this episode and the last episode really showcased two different sides of Carter's character. That she can be strong, but also she's emotional at the same time, which I think was really good. You know, the side story of, you know, the black hole and that really wasn't all that important, actually. I suppose it was, in order to know that it was from the Goa'uld. Yeah. But I was more invested in the Carter side of it with Cassandra than I was, say, in the Colonel O'Neill black hole side of it. Not to say I love black hole stories, you know, they're one of my favourite black hole type stories, like in Doctor Who and that sort of thing. Yeah, but I think that's all, so we'll just break it down. Okay, so we start off getting ready to go through the planet to check out the accretion disk of a black hole. We end up going to this planet, which is Hanka? No, it doesn't have an... I don't know how to pronounce that. Hanka, I think. Yeah, where they've established a base. We then find out that, you know, there are dead people all over the place. They seem to have suffered some sort of infection. Then we have them all cleaned up. Yeah, and they're examined by Fraser. I'm really glad we got to see more of Fraser in this story as well as the last story. Then we find Cassandra. Fraser examines Cassandra and basically says it's a bacterial infection, which is different from a viral infection. Fraser says she's not infected. Carter wants a couple of people to stay here to make sure that all the data is collected. Not sure if they got the data in the end, not sure. Here, Cassandra goes back with Carter and Daniel. Carter, you know, Cassandra doesn't want Carter to leave. This was interesting that we sort of heard from Fraser, you know, saying that we may be indirectly responsible because of what we have here on Earth, you know, viruses and all of that sort of thing. Here we have Cassandra sort of painting, drawing picture. Here we have O'Neill trying to explain a black hole to Teal'c. Not very well, I think. Yeah. And Teal'c's like, yep, thanks. I don't know if Teal'c was saying thank you in a sarcastic manner, or it didn't seem like that. It seemed more genuine, but I could be wrong. Here we have Carter still staying with Cassandra. Cassandra saying, oh, yep, I hurt. Frasier examines her, can't find anything wrong. Then she collapses. Then they use a defib to bring her back. They find this device that's inside her. They get a couple of samples. And then we just had more with Carter, you know, Daniel offering to stay with her for a while. We find the device and do a test in which it results in an explosion. Here we find a Goa'uld mothership. Daniel's sort of talking, you know, about how they used us and that it's basically on a timer. Carter's here, very good, you know, saying, how could they do this? You know, she's just a child. How could any living thing do this to a child? And I think that's really good that it has been done, because it really adds that level of evilness to the Goa'uld, that they don't care about human life at all. Basically, General Hammond, you know, it said the decision is easy. Here, Jack and Teal'c are talking about what happened, the explosion. They decide to then take Cassandra to an abandoned nuclear facility. Carter takes her down and locks her in there. Carter's obviously, for good reason, taking it very hard. Then she realizes, you know, I can't leave her down here to die by herself. So she stays with her. Then we end up with an explosion not happening, which was good. Whether it would have been better to kill her, I don't know. Part of me says yes, but part of me also says maybe that crosses the line. I don't know. Here we have Cassandra being given a dog. Teal'c saying maybe it was a mother's instinct. And it looks like Dr. Frasier's going to adopt her. And then we find out, you know, her cover story is she was born in Toronto. Okay, so that was Stargate SG-1, Season 1, Episode 14, titled Singularity, and that was my breakdown of it. Again, a 7. I'd say that's what it deserves. It was just your average episode. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end. Obviously, this is part of the 8 episode upload to Patreon. If you're on YouTube, it will be coming out weekly. The full uncut, unedited reactions are available on Patreon, listed in the description below, along with my social media account and some links to my podcasts. The podcasts are just audio versions of the YouTube one. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else. I hope you have a lovely day, night, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you next time. Bye.